My third guest is the founder, creator, owner, master distiller of a vodka that first took Austin by storm, then Texas, and now is reaching out across the country. This guy risked it all to make Tito's happen. Quit his job, maxed out 19 credit cards, all so he could help you get drunk tonight. Please welcome of Tito's Handmade Vodka, Tito Beveridge. Hey. Okay. Hey. Doing great. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Let me just...
Oh. Can I
So
drink it out of this, or do I need to put it in the coffee cup?
That's fine. That's fine.
Cool.
What is this? What do we have here?
This is a Tito's Pellegrino squeeze of lime.
All right. I wanted to do a little
You can do a soda.
soda. Now let me
You
ask
can
you
do
that.
just water.
My grandfather.
Keep it clean.
All right. My grandfather lived to 90-something. Drank a martini a day.
Right.
For his, I've had a little too much.
Don't mean to make you nervous.
No, I am. You make me a little nervous. The Texas people from.
We're kind of down home, like throw you your game.
I'd love to go to Texas someday. Can I stay with you?
Come on, man.
That's what I should do. Just ask all the guests.
I got my wife here. Honey, can you come stay with us?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. We got a yes.
So my question is, he had a martini every day. One time I was at a restaurant with him. He ordered it.
Right.
The woman said to him, "What kind of vodka would you like?" And he said, "What?" He had no idea what the question meant. So my question is, I understand when we're drinking Tito's straight,
Yes, sir.
that's the way to go. I'm not
Right.
going another vodka.
Uh-huh.
But if I'm mixing stuff in, why do I need the Tito's?
Next morning. Clean and simple. Next morning, got to get up, do your stuff.
Yeah.
Got to take care of the kids,
Sure,
get them
sure.
off to school.
Sure.
Got to take care of your work.
So
do
this
your
is
studies,
guaranteed
show
no
up-
hangover.
Show up to your 8 o'clock class, clean and simple.
All right. Well, tell me the story. I mentioned a little bit about the credit cards.
Right.
You were a geologist. Then
Yes,
you
sir.
went into the mortgage industry.
Right.
And you were wise enough to know that the mortgage industry was going south and that people were going to be turning to liquor. What happened?
Right.
Tell me your story.
Well, my story is kind of one about, failure
Okay.
and opportunity.
Okay.
I had several failures under my belt. I started an oil company called Uno Oil. I was the only employee of Uno Oil.
Okay.
And it failed. And then I had
You didn't own the Texas Rangers, too, did you?
had nothing to do with those guys. And no, I'm a Cubs fan all the way.
Hey.
And my wife's from Chicago.
Really?
I
I didn't know
like
that.
a little peace in the family.
Okay.
But I had Uno Oil and it had failed, and then I had done a drilling company, and Bush Senior had gone over and done the Desert Storm 1, and oil prices went down. It basically failed.
Okay.
And then I started a mortgage company after I'd been an environmental engineer, and rates went up a couple of points, and it was looking like it was going to fail.
Okay.
And I was sitting there thinking, what am I going to do next? And I looked at what I really needed to make the whole thing work, and it was about $1,100 a month.
Okay.
And I had a mortgage that was $678. And as I was sitting there just thinking, what am I going to do next? If I could just do something for a year and a half or 2 years, I could get back in the mortgage business. And I saw this guy in the background on PBS, and he said, take a sheet of paper, you draw a line down the middle, and on the left side you put what you're good at, and on the right side you put what you love to do.
Was this Bob Ross?
I don't know who it was. It was just kind of in the background. I was like, what? And it's show it to some friends to make sure you're not BSing yourself. And then just stare at it and come up with your life, dream, occupation.
And you just wrote down vodka.
And it kind of fell in, my real name's Bert Butler Beveridge II.
Okay.
And I'm from San Antonio, Texas. And so they call me Bertito, which is a little Bert.
Okay.
And my granddad always told me he was Bert Butler Beveridge Sr.
Okay.
Or the first. He always told me, he said, look, if you do something that you love to do every day of your life, whether you make a bunch of money or not, you'll end up being really, really happy. And that some of the most miserable son of a bitches that he ever met in his life are a bunch of rich people.
Okay.
And so I sat there and I was like looking at this sheet of paper and I was sitting there thinking, you know, on the left side, things I like to do were like, you know, I like to go out and party. I like to hang out with my friends. I like to go to bars. You know, I mean, I like walking into liquor stores. I like going to resorts. I like, hotels and I like traveling and I like meeting people and I'm a people person.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, I thought, I was sitting there looking at that and I was like kind of thinking, what is it that like really drives me, as a person? And after I like wrote everything down and showed it to a friend, they're like, "That's you, man." And I sat there and I looked at it, what I thought I was good at, on one side, and is all like science. I'm a geophysicist and geologist, so I'm like good at chemistry, I'm good at biology, I'm good at physics, and I'm good at math, and and then on the other side, it's like I'm a people person. I like being out at bars and stuff. And it's just
I know where this is going.
It just kind of just fit. And I'd been making vodkas for friends for Christmas presents and stuff. And I just thought, I just got to make like $1,100 a month.
Yeah.
And I thought you could like just throw some cases in your truck and like go to the liquor store and stuff. They kicked me out of the first liquor store I went to. But
was making the alcohol even legal in Texas at that point?
No, I'm the first legal distiller in the history of Texas.
Okay.
But my whole deal is like, you know what? I make, hey Eric, you got a bottle of that Tito's there?
Is it weird saying your name?
Huh?
Could you just say, you have a bottle of that me?
It is so damn cool to go up to a bar and you say your name, you're like, hey, you got some Tito's there? I mean, even if they say no, I'm just like, well, you should have some here, and I got this business card on this side, that business that card on that side. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
Going, but the reality of the deal is it's a tough business. It's like getting in the car business.
Okay. Yeah.
Been around forever. It's like all ingrained, entrenched. They've like the distributors have bought each other out. To the point where there's like one or two distributors in every state. It's a tough gig. But my whole deal is this. I don't care if you like doing artwork, or if you like writing books, or you like fishing, or hunting, or driving race cars, or making soda drinks or something. It's like, whatever you love to do, just go and do that every day of your life. Take a sheet of paper, put a line down the middle.
We're not going to go through that whole paper thing again, are we?
I'm telling you, it's worked out for me so well. I'm so happy. I met the right girl. Got
from Chicago.
But it's really from Chicago, and which all 4 of her grandparents are Danish. And there's something to be said for that too, because they make like really good chicks.
Okay.
But